How do you feel, Chris? How do you feel?
I'm feeling good.
Yeah,
I'm feeling good, dude. How are you feeling after the live show?
I feel good, man. That was magical. I loved every second of that.
It was mental, dude.
Yeah,
it was mental.
Yeah, it was nice though because they got the concept. I feel like they're really into the like anonymous submissions. You know, because they sat down within like 10 minutes. We had like 40
We were
submissions.
getting loads of submissions. Yeah,
People were all over it. And
it
that's
was
good.
wilder than I thought. I thought we were going to have more discussions about certain subjects, but it was just throwing out whatever secrets people had, and then we were just saying them. People were reacting, and we were moving on.
I feel like the live shows will be a bit like that.
They'll
And
be a
then
bit weird.
On the podcast,
yeah.
we can be a bit more genuine because there's no need to make people laugh.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
But I liked the man, and I'm just special shout out. There was an old British man in the front row.
Oh, my best friend.
Yeah. Your dad.
My dad.
That was a banger. I started calling Chris's dad, and what was it?
Would you believe? Of course, we'd get a heckler on the first
On the
live
first
show.
show, we got
and
a
like,
heckler.
not only that, he's like, do you know what? I'm going to sit up the front as close as I can to the two boys, and
Yeah.
I'm going to interject every single sentence these two lads say. I hated it.
We dealt with it okay though.
We dealt with
you
it.
were very good. You were friendly with him. My guy was starting to get a bit annoyed.
You were getting irate. You were getting irate. And then I could even see there was times I was talking to him, and you were just like, just leave him alone.
But you were very good with that. And I'm happy I called him. I made the joke about him looking like your dad. That was funny.
Just because he was bald, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Just because he was
That's
bald.
how it works. If there was a German in the audience, you could be like, hey, Dan, it's your grandfather.
Technically, everyone who has a baby, it looks like my baby.
Because babies are all bald.
Because babies are bald.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
That's very, very true. All the
I'm
babies
like that
look
doctor.
like you.
Have you ever heard of that doctor who he was like a semen doctor? He was a semen. He engineered semen. No, he used to collect people's semen and artificially inseminate women.
Yeah.
But he was using his own semen, so he had like 40 kids. I don't even know his name, but he had like 40 kids scattered around.
Don't get high on your own supply, man. That's fucked up. What?
Would you do that, Dan, if you were a doctor? I think you'd abuse that.
Yeah, I don't think
feel
I'd
like you'd
become
be
a
using
semen doctor, to be honest.
No?
No, I don't know if that would be my field.
Qualification issues.
Yeah, what do you need to do? But
I don't think they're called semen doctors.
are they? They're not called semen doctors,
No.
definitely. They have like a very fancy name.
Maybe in Germany, because you guys use the literal words.
The sperm professor.
sperm professor.
You know-
Sorry, that's my pimp name now. Sperm professor. Anyway, we've kind of...
I was very happy with the turnout as well. It was nice that it was so full. That was
Yeah.
lovely for us.
Because the week before, we only had like 11 tickets
Yeah.
sold. Yeah, that was the tough part.
Oh yeah. We should mention that. We were very scared about ticket sales, and last minute they all kicked in. And
They all kicked
delayed
in.
it.
And I was terrified. I was like, Dan, what are we going to do?
Yeah, you were stressing about loads of things. It was adorable.
I was like, 11 people are going to come to the show, and I think I know 8 of them. You know what I mean?
I think my favorite was you constantly being like, are they going to understand the concept, Dad? I'm so worried. And when we recorded the video, your little promo video, and we just got the one shot of you turning to the camera and going, just hopping on here to clarify a few things. Doing your YouTube apology.
You actually saved that. I know you're going to use that at some point.
yeah, definitely.
I just want to clarify a few things here.
But that was nice because it's stressful to run a live show, and I'm glad it worked out.
It worked out well.
And I'm
It
glad
worked
people
out
entered
well.
it because I put up a story. I just probably should mention that on here as well. Yesterday in the evening, just asking if there's any more submissions. We had a ton come in just out of that.
Like another 30.
Yeah, so it's nice to see that everybody is like so into having their public, private problems aired.
Thank you for all the submissions so far.
Thank you.
Now, I haven't read... Have you read through any of the new
I
ones?
have not, no,
I haven't
no.
touched any of the new ones either.
But there's a good amount. Should we start with one?
We should give it a go, will we?
Yeah.
Will we see what people are up to?
Let's see how people feel. I'm going to start with technology and social media. Jesus Christ. I've got a fake profile with Teddy Pendergrass picture. You got what I need. Do you know what that means?
I don't know.
Alright, fuck
Teddy
this guy.
Pendergrass?
Teddy Pendergrass.
Pendergrass?
Pendergrass.
No clue. Next.
That's a Harry
Next.
Potter character, I think.
Is it?
Yeah.
Peter Pottigrew is who you're on about.
Well, no, it might not be. It might not be a real one. I don't know shit about Harry Potter. All right. There's actually
Take 2.
here's one. My second cousin works in Amsterdam.
That was from the live show. That one was from the live show, Dad.
Yeah, you're
So-
going out. I'm only getting duds.
So you guys who don't know, in the live show, a lot of cousin stuff came up. And another story about a lady in Amsterdam with the live girlfriend experience. You remember that one?
Yeah, we were talking.
Someone, that was just a joke one saying my cousin lives in
Yes,
Amsterdam.
because
My cousin is the girlfriend
because there was
experience.
someone who fell in love with a prostitute and they wanted to pay them to get like the girlfriend experience. That was one of the submissions. That was good shit.
That was good shit. A lot of these as well are saying they just want to fuck a German guy. I think it's you.
Really?
Yeah.
No.
Like this one second now. German comedians make me have strong sexual feelings. Let's talk about that one, Dad.
Who the fuck submitted that?
Was it you?
I don't. I am not vain enough to submit because the category I read had one at the top as well.
Yeah.
Like I opened that and I ignored them because I'm not going to read that out. What category are you in?
I'm in wild cards.
So okay, check random category. Go for like one and see if there's one about wanting to fuck me.
About wanting to fuck you. All right. Crimes and confessions. I want to commit horrific sexual crimes on this German comedian. I have strong sexual feelings for. What are these, man? Who's sending these ones in?
I don't know, but I'm getting a little scared. I kind of need to take a shower. What the fuck?
Definitely a dude. Definitely a dude. Definitely a dude. There's one here. It says, I used to be a man.
Maybe it's the same.
Maybe it's the same person, yeah. So submission-wise, we just got people cracking onto you so far.
Go to love and relationships.
All right, love and relationships. Let's see. My relationship got worse after I got sober.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's an interesting one. Yeah. So why did they get sober would be the question.
Well, people get sometimes in a relationship, the other person might demand you get sober, you know, if things aren't working out well.
But then if it gets worse when you get sober, there's probably underlying problems you're like not addressing, right?
Yeah, and I feel like this person who's saying that, you know, being sober is shit crack, they're just not ready to be sober. So if their partner's telling them, oh, you need to be sober, blah, 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 and you're fighting that, then maybe you're not with the right partner.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of context missing here.
But if you're Irish, the way to do it is, if your partner's telling you to get sober, you just say yes, and then you continue to do drugs and drink without their knowledge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's just a lot of stuff we don't know about this situation. Like, for example, I don't know if this person wants to sexually assault me. They didn't clearly state it.
They didn't clearly
They didn't
state that
clearly
one.
state it, so I don't know.
There was no mention of German people in this one.
What a weird start.
But the next one says, I have strong sexual feelings
Fuck off!
for a German
Shut
podcaster.
the fuck up!
What should I do?
That's fucking crazy.
We're getting spammed by your fucking stalker, dude.
Oh, this could be the baby reindeer moment.
I still feel like it's all Dan.
It's all myself.
I feel like it's all
I
you,
promise
dude.
you, it's not me. I
feel
promise
like
you.
it.
I'm not Pat Custard, and I'm not this.
I have been hoping to have a threesome with a German and a half man.
I think that's actually not. I know who that is. I think it's David Horgan from the live show. Yeah.
All right, all right. Work and career. Oh my god, every one of them.
Can you not fucking read them out?
I'm trying to find a good one to use.
I will never be as uncomfortable in a podcast ever again, dude.
I got one.
I'm like shaking.
Forget about it. Forget about everything we've done so far.
I
right?
can't deal with this.
I got a good one. All right. My mom is very worried that I have strong sexual feelings for a German comedian. And she should be worried. She should definitely be worried. What is this one? Some of these submissions, you're going to have to do better on the submissions, guys. And
Read
there's
out
one
one of
person.
the really long ones. Because we have a few really long ones that we couldn't do. In the live show, we couldn't do really long ones because they would just take up a lot of time.
This one's too long. Like this one is...
Oh, no, I'm kind of curious, man.
For me to read this, man. Oh my God.
Put on your like
All
no
right.
radar voice. Come
All
on,
right.
come on. Yeah, let's go.
All right, let's go. This one's going to take forever. You're not even going to follow the story. Like, the storytelling in this one is horrible.
Yeah.
Right? You know? All right. My fiance's cousin can expose all my past fuckery. This story is long and interesting. The exact opposite of my penis. I'm throwing a little joke in there.
Yeah, nice.
I met my fiance 2.5 years ago at a friend's housewarming party in New York City. During the party, before I met her, I found myself waiting for the bathroom. We'll call her Jay for anonymity's sake. And Jay is my fiance's cousin. Jay got in line behind me and asked me how I had been. I'm good. Friends with Jay's husband, who's in my main circle of friends, and that's why Jay and my fiance were at the party. Not knowing that I was going to meet my fiance later that night, I responded honestly. I woke up in the wrong bed, went home, showered, bought drugs, and headed to this housewarming party. How have you been? And her response was, why am I not surprised? Also, can I have some of your cocaine? This is a crazy one. The
Keep going.
conversation ended and we resumed our places in the party. Hours later, the party moved to a local karaoke bar that my group of regulars are at.
You know what this guy writes like? This guy writes like a fucking detective.
This
In
guy
like
was sitting down in a
noir
Starbucks
movie.
with a coffee writing this one.
We
you know what I mean?
resumed our places in the party.
It was fall.
Even just the
The
intro.
birds were chirping.
My fiance's cousin could ruin my entire life.
Like, I'm not even halfway through this one, Dan.
That's perfect.
Do you know what I mean?
Please
Like,
keep going.
we don't even know what's happening.
If
so
you want
far,
me to take over at some point, I can. I
So
can take
far, we're
over.
at a party. So far, this guy's after buying drugs and after giving them to Jay,
Mm-hmm.
who's a friend. And I think you went into too much detail explaining how you were friends.
Jay was a long time.
All right, look, you read on.
The conversation. Oh, yeah. The conversation ended, and we resumed our places in the party. Hours later, the party moved to a local karaoke bar that my group are regulars at. I was trying to not wake up in my own bed for a second night in a row and sang my go-to Fall Out Boy song. Needless to say, it killed. Oh, shut the fuck up. Needless to say, it killed.
Then I went to see the Minecraft movie.
And then
Everyone watched me as I chicken jockeyed all over the place.
and then everybody clapped.
I feel like this is from a 12-year-old. I do. You know, the way he was like, you know, how was your day? I was like, I went and I bought drugs. Then I showered. You know what I mean?
I hope this is all fictional, because if it is, this person is an amazing writer. Needless to say, it killed, because it was my 30-something time singing it here. As I was swaggering about the bar like a douchebag trying to find that night's prey, I stumbled upon this beautiful blonde girl that your great-grandfather probably would have put on a propaganda poster.
That would be your great-grandfather.
Yeah, no, yours.
No, mine.
Your great-grandfather famously did propaganda for Northern Irish Nazis, do you not know?
Yeah. Probably. I tried that Ancestry.com thing. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know what my grandfather is like or my great-grandfather. I couldn't even find my dad on the Ancestry.com thing. I was like, Jesus Christ.
I think your
Our whole family is hidden.
great-grandfather led the Bolshevik Revolution.
The Bolshevik?
The Bolshevik Revolution.
The Bolshevik
Yeah,
Revolution?
yeah.
No. I don't even know what that revolution was.
Lenin.
Lenin's revolution. Bring back Leningrad.
Right, I'm gonna need to learn about this guy's prey real quick. I didn't like. Oh, she was talking to a Jesus Christ, this guy's such an edgelord. She was talking to a short, bald guy. I didn't like that.
Was that me?
I put on the moves, aka offered her a vodka soda, and my hunt was all but over.
Is this Jay he's on about?
as
His
we-
friend?
No, this is himself.
Talking about Jay, the friend, right?
No, he's talking about himself.
Yeah, but who's the girl he's putting the moves
All
on?
right, yeah, let me expand the law. So he met this blonde girl in the bar.
Oh yeah, sorry, the blonde girl. Jesus.
This
My
guy is
bad.
like a real alpha, apparently. He looks for prey in the bar, and he sees her talking to a short, bald man. He's like, this woman deserves a better man.
No, this isn't happening on my watch. Not in my city.
Not in my town.
Will I ever see a follically challenged person fucking make out? Not while there's cocaine in my pocket.
If whoever submits this, listen to this episode, please keep submitting prompts.
I feel like this is the person you get stuck talking to when you go grocery shopping, you know? Like up here in the north side, how are you getting on, Chris? Jesus, my Jay, let me tell you. Let me tell you. And then before you know it, it's like the place is nearly closing.
Yeah.
You're still there. You're after hearing everything. You know, people are going for surgeries, you know, everyone's life backstory. That's how I feel this person is. Because, like, I don't know. Look how much more you have to read.
No, I will get through that.
All right.
I put on the moves, aka offered her a vodka soda, and my hunt was all but over. We were headed for the door. Jay saw what was happening and told my now fiance, anyone but him! But it was already too late. And to be honest, her saying that just sealed the deal even tighter. We got back to her place and I rocked her world for about 6.5 minutes. Like most girls, she went to the bathroom after coitus.
This guy's 12, man. He's 12, dude. He's 12, like.
Look, I promise I didn't write all the ones about wanting to fuck myself.
But
I
like,
did
imagine
write
me
this
trying
one.
to, like, had sex last night. Do you know what she just went to the bathroom afterwards, like all the girls
Yeah.
do, you know?
After coitus.
After coitus.
She had coitus.
Want to come back to mine for a bit of coitus? I would coitus you up real good, girl. Don't mind that bald guy.
You can never have a coitus with a short, bald man.
His coitus would only be 5.5 minutes.
The hunt is complete.
This guy is like, I don't know, it's given incel energy.
It is given. This man has never...
I feel like we're reading a virgin guy's fan fiction.
This
you know?
This man, like, I'm pretty sure, I will say the straight away, I think this is someone taking the piss.
I think so,
I
too.
think this is whoever wrote
Because
this.
there's no way this person has a wife.
Whoever wrote this, I think you're very talented.
It's a good one.
Because this is like the most incel shit I've ever read. It's brilliant.
It's crazy, like. This is like stuff that Stephen King wrote when he was on cocaine, you know what I mean? Like, that's the level we're at.
This is the manifesto.
This is the manifesto. Yeah, we haven't even got halfway through yet.
After a few minutes, I heard a loud bang from the bathroom. I go to check on her and she's bleeding from the head. A lot. I think she crashed herself into the sink or the side of the tub. Can't be sure even now. I say the worst thing possible. Don't look in the mirror. She does and all hell breaks loose with the tears and panicking. I get us both dressed and out the door and to the hospital. I'll call Jay's husband and tell him and Jay to meet us at the hospital. I can hear Jay in the background. Jesus Christ, I knew something was going to happen. I didn't appreciate the comments, but she was definitely not telling lies. We get to the hospital, and I feel like this is a good time to mention I have mushrooms, coke, and way too much THC. 20 beers in me. The nurse begins to work on my fiancé and says, "It's okay, honey. Is this your boyfriend? Is he taking care of you?" And my fiancé replies, "I just met him at the bar." And the nurse takes a very deliberate step between us. I'm now thinking, okay, going to prison because they think I hit this girl. I mean, it does kind of look like it. I call Jay's husband again and tell him to hustle to hospital because I need witnesses at this point. They get there a few minutes late, and because of the COVID restrictions at the time, only one other person can be with a patient. So Jay tags in for me, and I'm in the waiting room with Jay's husband. Some police show up, and I'm about to get interrogated while I have 2 bags of blow in my pocket, and I'm covered in blood. But luckily, they never came up to me. Some pee still managed to make its way into my briefs. I call that a win, since the alternative was an assault charge. An hour passes to my surprise. My fiancé's parents show up, and I need to introduce myself while I'm whacked out of my mind and covered in their daughter's blood. What the future MIL? What does that mean?
Mother-in-law. Future mother-in-law. This turned into an episode of Grey's Anatomy pretty
this
fast,
is getting
didn't it?
very, very crazy.
Yeah.
Could someone get me some water, please? My throat's fucking dry shit out. Thank you so much.
It's all that talking. It's all that talking from that really long submission.
Yeah, hey, I'm enjoying the story though. Just to recap a little. So he got off with this woman after singing Fall Out Boy, his prey. She tripped and hit her head off the bathtub. He drove her to the hospital. I still don't really know where Jay fits into this because
yeah,
I'm not
Jay's
sure what's
just
going
a
on.
friend. Jay is just a friend that's like, you
He's
shouldn't
side
be doing
character.
that. You shouldn't be, you know.
he's the moral.
And then he's there in his fedora and long coat being like, I'll do whatever I want.
he's the Freudian appeal to morality.
You can't stop a wolf like me.
Thank you very much. You can't stop a wolf like me.
Drink your water, Dan. Enjoy a sip of your water. I'll have a sip too.
I just ran out of your coffee to drink, so I needed something else.
He did. He drank my coffee
Yeah,
before
I
this.
haven't
He drank
confessed
my
on this.
coffee. Literally, I was
did
looking
drink
for
his
my coffee. You did drink my coffee, and then what he did, instead of like offering, oh, will I make you another coffee? No, he just poured some of his coffee into mine. The fucking benevolent leader we're dealing with over here. Everyone shall have a little bit of coffee.
Was it nice?
Good to you, my people. He was fucking handing out coffee like he was planting
Did you
plants.
enjoy the coffee? Did you not enjoy the coffee?
I enjoyed my
made
coffee.
by my people.
I did.
You scoff at our offerings. I need to know where this goes. Where the fuck did we leave? Oh yeah.
Nowhere.
An hour passes, and to my surprise, my fiance's parents show up, and I need to introduce you. Yeah, we did this. Future mother-in-law couldn't care less about me, but my future father-in-law, lawyer, had some questions for me. A little more pee escapes. It's now 4 to 5 in the morning, and I'm still wired because maybe there were some bumps in the hospital bathroom. But we get word that my future fiance is fine. I got her number from Jay as Jay's husband, leave the hospital. We tried to set up a date for sometime in the coming week, but even with COVID restrictions, she's still caught at the hospital. LOL, the American healthcare system. Nice. He's aware of social issues. So that had to wait 2 weeks. The weekend in between, I find myself back at the same karaoke bar, singing a duet with a different blonde girl. Yes, I have a type.
Oh my God. Dude, stop, man. Coming across as like trying to be the most suave predator I've heard of. Like, that's what it sounds like. You know what I mean?
Don Juan over here. And of course, Jay walks in and sees me mid-hunt. Foolishly, I didn't let her deter me from anything. The next week, I went on my first real date with my fiance, and Jay has been keeping the duet and a number of other secrets under wraps for about 2.5 years. How worried should I be that even the end sounds like he's fucking crazy. How worried should I be that she'll use that as ammunition against me? And how much do you think I should bribe her to keep it a secret forever? Or should I spend the time and effort to get leverage against her?
So is that it? Is that the end of it?
And then it says signed the Habbo Hotel operations manager.
The Harbour Hotel.
The Habbo Hotel, but this is a joke because this guy probably watches my videos.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Fair.
But
So essentially, the submission was I cheated on my fiance. A mutual friend found out.
well, they
What do I
only
do?
met the night before. He's saying he met the fiancée, or like the week before. It's very close.
How the
Oh,
fiance?
so the weekend. So his future fiancée, he meets her for the first time. She hits her head on his bath, and he drives her to the hospital, right? And then while she's in hospital, he goes and meets this other girl at the karaoke bar.
And goes on with her.
Yeah, but they did only just meet. But I guess it was an intense meeting because he drove her to the hospital the first time they met. This is all not real, anyways. But it's fun
all
to talk
not real.
about.
Yeah.
It's fun to
That
talk
guy would
about.
never have a wife, in my opinion. Fiance, nah. And who the hell is talking to the mother-in-law and father-in-law in the hospital?
Unfortunately, my new love had been damaged.
He was
so
a lawyer.
obviously I had to find a replacement.
He was a lawyer, therefore he had questions for me. You know what I mean? This is like fan fiction for that fucking Sin City movie. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It turns. Oh, I don't know what that one was. That one creeped me out, to be honest. That one, I don't even want to do the podcast after that one.
Yeah.
I'm just like, pack it all.
I'm glad you feel uncomfortable because that was the first 3 questions for me. So now we've established mutual uncomfortability.
Oh, okay, because the person who wants to fuck you.
Just shut the fuck up. My
Message me,
stalker.
whoever that is that wants to have sex
You
with
know what's
Daniel.
going to happen? If we put this out, some fucking trolls are going to listen to this, and the next 20 submissions are going to be like...
It's been troll one so far, you know that. We'll get better at it. We'll
Look,
filter
read
them
the
out.
one that was underneath, because that sounded like really nice.
I think this is a troll one.
I don't think so. It just sounds really genuine.
It does. Okay, let's see. All right. Hi, Dan and Chris. We are huge fans, and I hope you can please help us settle a long-running argument. So, my partner and I have been together for many years. Like everyone, we are struggling to pay the bills and find a home of our own. We both work full-time and part-time jobs. I work retail during the day and bar work at night. Obviously, we don't get a lot of downtime, so whatever time we do get, we just like to have a few smokes and chill gaming or watching YouTube. The issue is, my partner has given up his part-time job doing security to sell weed. Oh, here we go. This could be a good one.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, it is really handy and the quality is always great, but my issue is that he is charging me full price. And I'm not being mean here because I know he gets it for free. Obviously, the money is going into our savings, but I think he should at very least give me a discount considering we are mortgage approved together. Am I right or wrong?
I think he should give it to you for free.
I see. I think this is a joke one as well.
Did they say that? That's a good one though. I don't. That sounds pretty real. Did they say they're married? They're married, yeah.
They just say partner.
Partner. Okay.
They're trying to buy a house. They're trying to pay the bills. I think she's working retail and bar work, and he quit his job to sell weed.
Yes, I feel like as long as I feel like you should give it to his partner for free. You know, because they're probably smoking together all the time, anyways.
Yeah. But then that brings back the old rule: don't get high on your own supply. Maybe he's just adamantly, morally following that rule.
Well, it did say what they do when they have off time is they smoke together.
I think it would only be fair if he's also paying full price for the weed. To himself, you know what I mean? Like, treat it like a business, an LLC. Like, you know what I mean? What goes in, what comes out. That's the way I would look at it.
Invoices himself.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, he has to be a customer of his own business if he's treating her as a customer. So
yeah.
That's the way I would look at it. And don't get caught. Don't get caught.
Nah, I don't know, man.
That would be the best advice I could give. Don't get caught.
I feel like he can still make money, even giving stuff to her for free.
That would be in the ideal world. That would be nice.
That would be nice.
Like if you were with someone that sold weed, would you expect it for free?
Yes.
Yeah.
Actually, depends. If we're going out for like
the vape pens,
depends. I want the
just
pens,
the vape
for
pens
free.
are free.
I want the pens for free.
Would you though? Would you get pissed off if your partner was charging you full price?
No. Only if we're freshly going out, then it's okay. But if we've been going out for a while, then I think it's a problem.
Like a couple of years. These people are living together. They're watching YouTube and they're chilling together.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's been a couple of years, I'd say.
Yeah, fair enough. That I'd say if you're really in a serious relationship, then sharing is caring.
Sharing is caring.
Sharing is caring.
Sharing is caring. Maybe she is an absolute hound for the stuff.
A hound for the
hound for the weed.
Hound for the weed.
Maybe he started out being like, look, here, take that little bit, and then she just snorted the whole thing.
Let me see if I can find one. Let me see if I can find
that one. Made you uncomfortable for some reason.
Not uncomfortable. It's just an interesting dilemma, you know.
It is an interesting one. I would say, yeah. I think if you're smoking the weed for free, your partner should be smoking the weed for free.
I think, I agree with you. We're both on your side. Argument
if
settled.
you have an Audi A4, your partner can sometimes drive the Audi A4. Do you know that kind of way?
Yes.
Mutual assets and all that stuff. That's
mutual assets, mutual joint bank account. That's what it is.
A joint bank account.
A joint bank account. I'm going to the joint bank. I'm making a huge withdrawal
from the joint
bank. The love and relationship one is popping, dude. I think we're staying here. Still miss my ex.
Hit us with one.
We broke up 9 years ago, and I think about him every day, despite trying my best to move on.
Also, he's a German comedian.
Shut I hate that this is the callback for the episode. Can we do Argos again?
We can do Argos again. 9 years on and they still miss their ex-partner.
I I'd say probably reach out.
I don't know. 9 years is a long time. People change, Dan.
Do they live in the same area? That's what I was thinking.
I'm on the exact same information you have.
Yeah, that's true. I would say to this person, if you live in the same area, then maybe you can meet for a coffee. And if you guys have changed, you've changed anything.
Yeah, as if it wasn't weird to expose yourself to this person.
Because if you're like thinking about it 9 years later, I mean, how low are the chances that the other person's not doing the same thing? That must mean it was good.
Yeah, but you also don't know what the breakup was over. Like, he or she could have broke up with him because,
that's true.
Drug issues.
And the other
like, I really miss that person, but that one thing ruined it for me, So we don't actually know if this person even wants to get back with that person in the capacity that they knew them.
The other person could be in a relationship as well, which would mean
that could be it. Yeah,
yeah. That's all off. Then you have to stay
could
away.
have cheated. There's so much stuff that could have happened with this one. But 9 years and you still miss that person. I have a feeling you probably haven't moved on with many other people. So I would just say, just go out and find different people.
Just ride. Have you tried riding a lot?
Yeah, just try riding.
Have you tried going on the hunt?
Yeah. 6 pints. 6 pints deep.
Practice your Fallout Boy.
2 o'clock outside the lane of the Crane Lane.
I have a good problem here, actually. This one says, hello, I'm the sound producer for the How Do You Feel podcast. Could Chris McShane please move closer to the microphone?
Does this make you happy? Is here? Am I good? Yeah.
Unreal. That's
Tell me. All right, I'm good here. Yeah.
Yeah.
All
There's love in a relationship, but actually, I would just to wrap that one up. I would give conditions. I would say as a condition, if they are in a relationship, you need to stay the fuck away. And if you if you hate each other, you did something really horrible, you need to stay the fuck away. But if it was like an amicable breakup and you're living in the same place and stuff.
Yeah, let that person know your feelings.
Yeah, or not even that's just
if it is something you want to
have
pursue.
a coffee or something, nice and courteous.
I agree. If it's something you'd like to pursue, go and pursue it. If it's feasible, because there's so much things that could prevent it from happening.
Yeah, and if not,
and I'm sorry that you're going through that. 9 years of, feeling like you've lost someone is tough. Like, it's pretty tough.
And you can do all of that, or you can follow Chris's advice and go on the hunt.
Go on the hunt, yeah.
Go on the hunt.
Yeah.
Find
Jaeger
some
bombs.
short, bald men who are talking to women and.
Short, bald men. Yeah. Find yourself a German comedian / podcaster. I think that'll do well for you.
I've recently started a new relationship. We have known each other for all of 2 months, and we've recently found out that she's pregnant. Despite always taking precautions and taking the morning after pill, it was the one time we didn't. We are on the fence as to whether or not to keep the baby. At the same time, my landlord is selling my flat, so we are considering just moving in together, as this girl already owns her house. Ooh, jackpot. I'm proud of
I'm like listening to this whole story, and you're just, oh my God. I'm like, all right, here we go.
Jackpot.
Baby. Jackpot.
On top of this, we've just been told that the doctor thinks she has leukemia. Ah, fuck. She's being put forward for a diagnosis. Now I feel bad for saying jackpot, because that's not good. This has all happened over the course of the past 3 days. What the fuck do we do? Good luck squeezing some comedy out of this one, my friends. I don't appreciate the thread at the end there, brother.
I know.
That's so funny.
Oh my God. So, possible leukemia.
Pregnant.
Losing the house. To the landlord. Landlord's taking back the house and pregnant. Not sure whether to keep the baby.
I think your girlfriend owns the house. Definitely just move in there. Eliminate the stress of rent. You've got enough going on.
Yeah, but should they have the baby?
I mean, I'm not someone. It's not. I don't. Really, to be honest, I don't really care. Talk aloud amongst yourselves. Like that's your shit.
Yeah. I feel
have the baby. I don't have the baby. Whatever you guys agree on.
Do you know what? I actually feel like you're right. I feel like you're right. Whatever the feeling is in the moment, that's what you should do.
What I should say is the stress of all the other shit going on, I don't think should influence your decision. if you know what I mean.
Yeah, because if you're the type of people that were going to have babies anyway, just have the baby.
Because that's
you know?
gonna pass.
Yeah.
Like that's all temporary, but the baby's gonna be around for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's deep.
Could be a short life with the leukemia. No, I'm not going there. I'm not, but it's there. It's there. I'm sorry.
It was there. I had to change it. It was there. But that sucks, and
That
that is a
does
really horrible situation to be in. But you
Yeah.
know, I think don't let that influence your decision with the baby.
At least, yeah. Yeah, just move it. I don't understand why, like, if you're getting kicked out and she has her own house, yeah, just move in with her and figure it out, you know?
Yeah. I'd say definitely that having the house is lucky. That's like a bit of a silver lining. And then you don't have to worry about rent. You don't have to worry about, you know, it's going to, maybe the medical bills get expensive and stuff. It'd be good to have that.
I feel like a lot of relationships, I feel like what this
Yeah.
person did just told us all their problems at once. You just work it out one by one.
I don't know if it says this girl. I don't know if this guy is a man though. Whether you're a man or a woman going out with this girl, get flowers all the time. Be really supportive. Be there all the time because it's very important. Like she's pregnant and might have leukemia. Like
Well, I know it's a man
Yeah.
because they weren't expecting it. They had the
that's
baby.
true. That's true. That is true. That is true.
I would be more shocked if it was like a lesbian couple. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm pregnant. And I've got leukemia.
How did I impregnate
That's
you
like
with my
that.
tongue?
If that's the case, you're with that girl from apple cider vinegar.
Yeah.
Like she's just lying about
Yeah.
everything in her life.
But
you
all
know?
I'm saying is make her life as easy as possible because that's fucking tough. Like
Yeah,
that's fucking tough.
that is tough.
And now she,
Leukemia, I wouldn't wish it on anyone.
no, maybe a few people. This is actually, I want to read this one out for a very specific reason because it's the first submission we ever got. I remember
This was our first
very,
one.
very. So I have seen this before because it was the very first one. We just set it up. But we didn't do it at the live show because we knew it was like the first submission. And I just want to honor it by reading it out because the very first one,
All right,
right?
our first ever submission.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I am a bi person, but I have male crushes only on. I have crushes only on male fictional characters. I like to just be a lesbian, but I still find men too attractive.
And for a first one, that's a pretty good
That's
one.
very
That's
good.
A very
That's
good one.
very
Yeah.
good. I'd be interested to know what sort of fictional men they have crush on. Are they like twinky little boys, or are they like big men?
I think like your man from Berserker, you know, just like absolute brute. you
Jason
know?
Momoa.
I bet she's watching Baka like anime, you know. Jason Momoa. It could be. You never know what people are into. What concerns me is like, why do you want to be a lesbian? Like, where if you're attracted to men as well, she's not attracted to real life men. It's only fictional.
Only
men.
fictional male characters, it says.
Then
yeah.
I would say you're just a lesbian.
Yeah.
You know?
You can like just be, you know, you can be like bisexual, but you can be a practicing lesbian. Be a practicing lesbian.
Yeah, go down one specialization tree of the whole
Yeah.
bisexual field, you know? I think if you're bi, you don't have to be 50-50. Like, I think that's just a misconception.
Yeah, it is.
You know?
It is 100% a misconception. It's a spectrum.
It's a spectrum.
spectrum.
Yeah. I'll touch one willy a year just to stay in the bi community. And it's a little flail. That's all I'm doing.
There's certain words I want to say when I play online video games, and it just helps me. So I touch the one dick every year, and I get to say it.
Gives me VIP access to the parades.
That was whoever put that in. That was a very good question.
Well, you
So,
didn't answer it.
day
No,
one.
we're staying on this one.
Yeah,
We
let's
didn't
stay on
answer it.
this. Let's stay on the
So, okay.
Doctor Strange.
Doctor
I definitely
Strange.
have a crush on Doctor. I
that
guarantee
who
you.
you think?
Benedict Cumberbatch. Definitely him. No, 100%.
I think
I'd say
she's
his-
completely into females, and every so often a little bit of Bruce Banner, you know,
No,
a little
I-
bit of Hulk.
I guarantee you, Benedict Cumberbatch's fan base is like 90% like
Lesbians.
bisexual women leaning lesbian.
Are you trying to say Doctor Strange is by himself? Is that
Is he by himself?
is he by himself?
He doesn't know. I'm not saying he has people with him.
He is by himself. He lost his wife.
Yeah,
He would strike me as the kind of guy just floating the keys into the bowl. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
a proper
100%.
swinger party. You know, where did my cape go?
Whoever put this in, submit who your male fictional crushes are.
Please do.
Yeah,
We'd like
so
to know.
we can have more context because that'd be very
Could
interesting.
be
now.
Doug. Did you ever see that cartoon? Doug. Although that's a boy. I hope it's not. I hope it's not Doug. What other fictional character
It's Michael
should
Scott
be
from The Office.
the Frodo. She fucking loves Frodo. The hairy
Smaug.
feet. But yeah, if you're only touching women, you're lesbian. But as I said, one dick a year, you're in the boy club. If that's the club you want to be in, you know.
Oh, I think we have a few online submissions on world problems. You're gonna have a crack at that.
Oh, I love how you just hand me this one. Oh, Chris can handle the world problems.
Well,
Yeah. Oh, these ones should be good. My wife is in the USA legally now, but was here illegally for years. The world's new Nazi party, Trump supporters, have put our friends and our future in jeopardy. I really hope we can get foreign intervention. So I'm assuming you're from the USA. Your wife is not from the USA.
So this
and now-
person is saying invade America, and I wholeheartedly agree. I think we should start rallying the troops and the tanks.
It's an
which-
American saying, come take me.
Which is go over, we invade America.
Maybe that's the kind of guy the lesbian's into. Yeah. Come and take me.
Irish army are rocking up to America. Even the German army, that'd be hilarious.
Could you imagine? Yeah.
America be like, what the fuck are you trying to do here? We have like 2 billion nuclear bombs. Fuck off.
It's like all you spend your money on. Oh, I ruined this. All you spend your money on is Jesus, I destroyed this. Is
from my
military.
news. I actually do
fix
feel
that
bad.
now.
I do feel bad for that person though, you know, because it is like I lived in England when like the Brexit thing was happening, and I felt like very weird about it too. It is like a very weird feeling when there's like a clear public opinion against immigrants, and you just immigrate there or you live there.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird feeling. Like
I couldn't fathom feeling the threat of ice on you. Like, have you heard some of the
I
stories?
hate
like,
the cold, bro.
schools telling. Like they're literally hiding people over there. It's like
Yeah.
proper turning into the Handmaid's Tale.
Yeah, yeah.
They're hiding people. You know, what was it we found out the other day? They're exporting American people now as well.
Yeah,
you know what
exporting.
I mean? Exporting.
Don't call it exporting.
They're exporting. You know, sending them all away. They're putting tariffs on them as well.
Exporting.
And they want to import the entirety of Canada.
I love how he's saying, "Oh, there's a little Saddam bobblehead."
Is
down
that
there.
Saddam
There's a little
Hussein?
Saddam, yeah, a little Saddam Hussein bobblehead.
I thought that was Neil deGrasse Tyson. I do love this setup. This setup is pretty cool.
yeah,
This
with the
whole
South Park characters.
I love how
great.
you just changed the subject. What do you think of Trump?
I don't know. I hate right wing politics, so I don't like him.
I'm not a fan either.
But he's he's funny.
He was fun for the first 4 years, you know, but now he's actually doing a bit of
he's always
damage.
been funny. There's a reason it was reality TV stuff where like fucking dog shit politics. And the country's gonna crash economically now, and then in 8 years they're all gonna be like, you know, jumping out of windows,
Yeah.
jumping out of high-rise windows and shit like the last time.
Do you think so?
Yeah, 100%.
Do you think what he does in the next 4 years, what Trump does, do you think is going to affect us like over here in Ireland?
Yeah,
I think
but
we're going to lose all the pharmaceutical
I-
companies.
I think the way it always is like a politician does with, because economics are really slow. So I think someone implements stuff and then like it's usually like 3 to 4 years later when it takes effect. And by that time, usually another president is already in office.
Yeah, but
like-
I have a feeling this time around Trump's going to pull a Putin, you know,
Oh yeah,
where he's like, I could just change the rules.
I feel like
And then
he's
he's going to be in longer than 4 years. That's how it feels. That might be a conspiracy theory, but that's how it feels. He's going to wiggle his way to get
That'd be
another term.
so
Because the Americans,
annoying.
they can only do 2 terms, right?
Yeah,
So after these 4 years, he should be gone, right?
yeah.
So I feel like either he's going to make it that he can stay president longer, or he's going to have one of his buddies,
One
take
of his
over.
sons.
Yeah, or sons.
No, he hates his kids. He would never have them run. He has probably one of his buddies.
Does he hate his kids?
He always treats them like shit, man. Except for the little one. He likes the little one. Baron.
Baron Trump.
Baron Trump, what a name. Baron, the new president, Baron Trump. He's a Dune villain, like.
It's like the name of a biplane, you know?
He's a Dune villain.
Baron Trump. He actually,
Baron Trump.
He doesn't look like Trump as well. He looks like he could be kind of a good president. I don't know.
Yeah, he looks like he should start playing on the court, dude. He's really tall. Start hooping.
He'd make a great bass player. You know? Next up, we've got the Baron on the bass.
So yeah, I guess to bring back to this person, I fully feel him, because I kind of had like the inkling. I always wanted to live in New York for a part of my life. Right? That's been like a
Same, dude.
list. Like I really wanted to, even if it's just like a year. But at the moment, I'm like kind of really scared of going over.
I'm the same as you.
Yeah.
I fantasized about living in America, and I think it's movies that did it to me.
Yeah.
You know, and when I went to visit America, I was just fascinated when I seen like a yellow bus, a yellow school bus. I was like, oh my god, or a fire hydrant. I remember looking at a fire hydrant, going,
I can't believe they're real.
Yeah, I was actually shook. Like I was like,
yeah.
I thought I'd only see them in the movies.
Yeah, they really made the thing from the movies. I can't believe it.
Yeah. I wanted to take a hammer, you know, and just
Yeah, we can
just
spray out.
let it spray out. Yeah.
Start a little party on the street.
So yeah, I myself fantasized about living in America, and now I'd be afraid to go over there, just because you'd probably kick me out again.
Yeah, but they like Irish people there. You'd be all right.
Yeah,
You'd be all
but
right.
not only that, I do feel like even the American people are a little bit weird. I don't like the whole gun thing you got going on over there.
That is very
It's
weird.
like I watch a lot of videos of like because the American police, you've got like dash cam footage of every interaction ever done
Yeah.
in America. I watch a lot of that stuff, and literally like 30 seconds into the nicest conversation, everyone just starts blasting.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
you're like, what is happening?
It's crazy.
here?
It's crazy. It's like mixing alcohol with guns. It's just so stupid. I just can't imagine, because everybody gets into arguments or becomes dickheads when they're drunk like a few times in their lives. It's like normal human behavior. And then you have a fucking loaded gun on you. It's just disaster.
Yeah.
Disaster.
Yeah. And some parts of America are just like, I remember seeing one where the police were just stopping like two homeless people that
Yeah.
were off their tits. Then all of a sudden, a Jeep drives by and just starts shooting in the air like, woo! Yeah, so I don't think America's as advanced as we thought, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, all right. Will we move on to another one?
Yeah. I think unless he's shooting you side eye again.
Yeah. I got the message. I just read the message. I'm so bad. It's my
Internal
posture.
communications.
How does this look? Is this good?
How about every time Chris is too from the mic, you just press the air horn button? I think that's a good idea. Yeah.
All right, I'll try to be better. I'm here now. Look, I'm here. I'm active. I'm a participant.
Just a text saying closer to the mic.
Closer to the mic. Is this good? Is this close enough? Yeah? Perfect. All right, do you have the submissions up because I closed your screen?
Yeah, I'm not reading out the first one. I'm Canadian, and living above America is like having a crack house downstairs. You keep hoping the two idiots will shut the fuck up, get arrested for OD, but it never happens. They finally started shit in the hallway, so you don't have to pretend to be friends anymore, but they're still horrible neighbors. What do we do?
That just explains our last submission, really. It's
But this
like a
person is
cesspit now.
Canadian, right? So they're worried about underneath. Like
Just
what happens
across the border?
underneath. Yeah, just next door.
Yeah, I get what you mean. Like, I wouldn't know how that feels, you know, because we've no border here in Ireland.
You just have water.
We just have water. No, we do
Yeah.
have a border. It's up in Northern Ireland.
Oh,
Yeah.
Nah, that doesn't count.
It doesn't.
No, that's like the same country.
It's an imaginary line.
Yeah. It's just everybody's in like a mass delusion thinking it's a different country. It's not.
We're
different.
against to the we're next door to the English, and they're pretty crazy in some of the stuff that
Yeah.
they do as well. Like,
That's true.
You know, so but I guess there is water in between us. I don't know, like you could. I don't know. It sounds like there's a bit of Canada USA hate going on there.
Yeah.
You know?
It's probably a good thing because they were being too nice to them for too long. It's probably a good thing.
Canada has been too nice to them.
Yeah, everyone is too nice to America. It's very annoying.
The 51st state, isn't it?
Yeah,
Canada.
the 51st state.
That's what Trump was saying.
Oh
or
my
the 52nd state. I don't know how many states is there. Look, if we don't know how many states there
Who
are,
gives a fuck? I don't care. That's like
we're definitely not able to answer your question.
that's like American knowledge. That's like bullshit. It's like when Americans are like, "Oh, I know every president in the history." It's like, wow, who gives a fuck? You don't know basic economics, you shithead.
Do you know how many counties are in Ireland?
No.
You don't.
I hate geography, dude. I don't care. I don't even know.
You do.
If
Come
you
on,
show me a
Dan.
map and you ask me where's Turkey, I would have no idea.
You do. Remember the chalk on the wall?
Oh, 26 plus 6 equals 1. Yeah. So by summation, it's 32 counties.
32 counties. There you go.
And not one less.
Not one less.
I have a good one. My dad is a deadbeat father and is currently in a Facebook rant about how vapor from the airplanes are poison and trying to kill us.
So he's a chemtrail believer.
Yes. Is that...
Do you know what?
You seem very knowledgeable.
Oh, I just know there's people out there that think they're spraying us with shit from the planes, and well, like it is kind of like what's coming out of the plane is killing us, just at a very slow. It's CO2 emissions. It's not a conspiracy. It's actually happening.
But you
it's
mean
just not killing you instantly.
The climate, like.
Yeah,
that's fair.
Same as a
actually.
car.
That is fair. But these
You know?
guys, so you're saying these guys, they think that there's like actual poison in there, right?
There's people that believe that there's chemtrails, that there's planes specifically spraying us with stuff, you know?
That's very interesting because when I went back,
Fertilizing us.
when I went back home to my little village, I was talking to my brother, and he was telling me that my mother was in a group chat that was for like farming rights, right? It was like farmers' protests, and my brother made her leave the group chat because he saw one of the latest messages in there and was like the farmers going, "Oh, the planes, they're actually not real planes anymore. They're Russian warplanes spreading poison on us to disable the German economy."
Yeah, so exactly like your
It blew my mind. I was like,
parents.
this is crazy. So you made her leave the group chat, and now we joke
No
about
way.
it all the time. All the time there's like any political discussion, we're like, let's check the group chat, see what they have to say.
A little German farmer WhatsApp group talking
dude.
about chemtrails.
Crazy.
So you know more about it than me.
I just knew that. That's like the first interaction I had with the conspiracy.
Do you think it's happening? Like,
No, of
really
course
think
not.
about it?
Nah.
I don't think it's happening either.
I feel I have zero doubt that if any government was trying to poison us, they would just openly poison us.
How would they do it?
Why would they try and hide it? They never try to hide anything.
But that's not hiding it. That's just that would be a very good way of bringing it to the masses.
Yeah, but they would just, it'd be like, it'd be out in the open. They wouldn't be this guy, like, they bomb people all the time. Like, they would just be like, yeah, we're poisoning you. Fuck you.
I get what you're saying, but what if they are doing that? I'm being the devil's advocate here. What if they are doing that with the planes?
And they're just secretly poisoning all of us.
Yeah, that's the thing. So if they're doing it with the planes, you don't know they're doing it, but they're doing it en masse.
Can jet fuel melt steel beams? Do you have a favorite conspiracy theory?
Do I have a favorite conspiracy
now
theory?
Now that I'm in the topic, and this is a good topic.
I was always interested in the ones where they were like, all these American leaders are lizard people. I love that. I love that because they always show you videos. It's like, look at the eyes, you know. And some of the have you ever seen the videos
Yeah,
where
I've
they're
seen those.
like eyelids closed like that, like they don't go down, they go kind of sideways.
I think I just see like the most schizophrenic examples because my TikTok algorithm sometimes just shows me
Some
them.
of the stuff.
Oh man, that was so funny. I just saw Alessio Spartan hover. Yeah, look at this hovering over the air horn button.
I'm back. The air horn of shame.
Yeah, what a shame. Yeah,
I got air horned. All right, I'm here. I'm sorry. I get too comfortable and I start leaning
We need
back.
to establish a counter for me and you. How often we like fuck up the mic technique, and then by the end of the podcast, we have a winner.
It's just been me.
Yeah, I
dude.
know. I just want the prize.
All right, go back to the conspiracy theories. What is your favorite conspiracy theory?
My favorite conspiracy theory. It's a good question. I like the pyramids one. They're funny.
That aliens made the pyramids?
Aliens made the pyramids. Pyramids are like superconductors that generate electrical energy. All this crazy shit. That's funny because it's so psyched out. I enjoy it. They're like writing science fiction is cool.
Yeah. I absolutely loved being around before they turned on the CERN reactor. And everyone was like, this thing's going to cause a black hole. You know the CERN reactor
No.
in Switzerland? No?
No.
It's like a giant reactor that like does stuff with the Higgs boson. Or it found the Higgs boson. I'm not too sure. But it was this giant
I like
reactor.
your funny words, Magic Man. The Higgs bosom, is it? Yes.
The Higgs bosom,
Very
yeah,
much
yeah.
know about the Higgs bosom. That's a
Yeah, they're just in that building at Higgs bosom.
okay. That's good to know that
But
the Higgs bosom.
But that thing, they were turning it on. I think it's something to do with quantum computing and stuff like that. It was just a giant generator to mash atoms together. That's what they were doing. They were mashing. They were just mashing atoms, dude.
Yeah.
And everyone was afraid that it was going to cause a black hole, and people even made like visual videos of what was going to happen, and you could just see the whole world being sucked into Switzerland. It was the funniest thing.
Yes. Like in You.
Like in what?
Like in Dark, I mean.
In Dark.
Yeah, that happens in there, right? There's black hole.
Oh, I can't remember, dude.
Yeah. We're sort of spoiling for I don't give a shit, but it's a black hole.
Yeah, so something like that. And I loved when people were like, the black hole's going to happen. And then it didn't. I remember the day being like, oh, we're alive.
World-ending stuff
are we?
World-ending stuff is always funny. It's always funny when there's like end of the world ones, like the Mayan calendar. Yeah, that was great. And the Mayans would just they just get like tired. They didn't want to make more.
Wasn't it 2012 when that was supposed to happen?
It's just when they ended their calendar, and I'm pretty sure they just ended the character like 2,000 years after they're currently. They give a shit. Why would they make it longer?
Exactly. They were probably just like, look, we'll pick it up from there. Look. I've done enough now.
We'll cross the bridge when we get there.
I'm clocking in for the day. Right? I think we've done enough. We'll get the next guy to do the rest. And then they just fell apart. How are the Mayans doing?
He just clocks out at the end of like one of those pyramids. There's a little clock out machine.
Little slip.
How are the Mayans doing? I think they're all dead.
They're all dead, the Mayans, aren't they?
I think the Spanish people came over and gave them like flu and they all died.
Are they the ones from Machu Picchu?
That's the one that evolves into Pikachu.
Raichu Pichu. All right, that was the nerdiest joke I've ever fucking.
I love how we fully got on conspiracy theories now. It's a good topic, though. No, it's a good topic.
But is it, or is that the Incas? Is it the Incas that are over by Machu Picchu?
I don't know. To be honest, I don't know enough about that part of history. It's very cool, though.
I would have loved to have been around when Christopher Columbus and the boys all went over to America, because that would have been. I think the world is lacking adventure. You know what I mean? You're kind of born into it, and everyone's gone everywhere, and you can just look at videos and stuff, and there's nothing really to explore. But if you were back in the days where you were just getting to America, and it was kind of like a space race. Like, you know, you're like, fucking France are over there. They're taking all that land. We're taking, you know, and, you know, just meeting all these tribal people. Meeting all these tribal people and, you know, fighting with them and giving them your infections. And, you know, it sounded like such a wild time to be a part of.
You're on the ship with Christopher Columbus and he's like, get closer to the mic, Chris. What are you doing?
I know, yeah.
The natives can't hear us, man.
Would you do you think in yourself that there's been a better time to be alive? Where do you feel?
No,
do you feel
not.
Happy to be born the year that you were born?
100%. I would have preferred to be born like 200 years later, maybe. That'd be sick.
So 200 years from now?
Yeah.
Why?
Roughly that. I don't know. Just robot legs and shit. Why not?
Do you think it's going to be... I think you've got a very positive outlook of the next 200 years.
Yeah, I'm very optimistic about the future. I think science is cool. And
if we're going to have robot legs, it's cool because we genetically destroyed our real legs. That's the only reason why.
Either it'd be like... Do you ever watch WALL-E where they were like really fat? And either it'd be like that or it'd be like Deus Ex Machina. It'd be one of the two. It's fine.
Be one of the two,
yeah.
Okay.
And I don't mind either.
I would have loved 1800s cowboy.
Oh yeah.
I think I would have made a good
I don't know,
cowboy.
man. Any point in time where people are just that fucking repressed, I just don't want even like
that's America now, dude.
Yeah, no, but even discovering America, like those dudes were fucking probably horribly depressed. Those sailors.
I don't think they were depressed.
I don't know, man. Like everybody has a gun all the time. Life. People are dying of like scurvy and shit constantly.
Yeah, not a phone in sight, you know.
Not a phone in sight, just people enjoying the moment.
Really enjoying the moment, you know.
Read out that one. I think we might close on that. That's a good one.
All right, let's give it a go. I applied for the Gardaí in 2024. I'm still waiting now after completing all past checks due to suitability checks. Their concern is down to my family members. Should I say to hell with them and go full send on immigration and try hang on longer for a response? It's kind of hard to read.
Full send on immigration?
Yeah, I don't know what he's...
Might be a she.
Their concern is down to my family members. Should I say to hell with them and go full send on immigration.
Full send on immigration. Maybe they want to move away.
Yeah, that's what I'm gathering.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing what's happening here, because if you want to be a Garda in Ireland, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I think none of your family has to have convictions, especially your close family. You can't be.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's kind of fucked.
I think that's the way it is.
Oh.
So I'd be screwed, like, I could never have
That's
been a
kind of
Garda.
fucked up, though. Like, if you think about the amount of people.
Is that true? Am I right in saying that? I don't know. Maybe I am, maybe I'm not.
How many people do you think there are that are just like good kids in a bad family and they want to become a guard and they just never can?
Not allowed, yeah.
Yeah, I guess you can become a bouncer.
So I guess that's what they're waiting on. Maybe I'm wrong, but I think that's what they're waiting on.
Yeah. Fuck, that's horrible.
Do you think that should be the case?
I think that, I mean, I don't know this person. This person might be part of a criminal syndicate.
But that's the thing. Yeah, like if you were one of the Kinahans, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and then you get yourself into the guards. That's what they're trying to avoid, I guess.
Yeah, Garda
that's what they're trying to
Kinahan.
avoid. Garda Kinahan. Sorry, there's people
Because
can
no
just-
one's going to take him. He could be the nicest dude ever.
Yeah.
But because his whole family is in the mob, like no one's going to, they're going to be like looking at him like a hawk. Like,
But you
he'd
can
not
just
have a
like
good time.
become a TD if you're like a former criminal. That's fine.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's crazy.
That's absolutely fine.
That is fucking crazy.
It actually is crazy.
You can't become a Gardaí if like your brother has.
This is all
has dealt
speculation on
drugs.
if I'm right or
Yeah,
not. You know.
yeah. But if you're literally a crime boss, you can just become a TD. It's fine.
Yeah.
That's crazy. What a great country.
This is a great country.
Yeah, this is a great fucking country, bye.
And you were burning through the water.
I am burning through the water.
So, all right, let's finish this guy's one. Should he immigrate somewhere else and try and become a police officer somewhere?
Yeah.
Like Australia, I think they're pretty
We
lax.
didn't even really establish this yet, just because I know people who aren't Irish are going to listen to this. The Gardaí is just the police.
Gardaí is
the
police,
police, yeah. I mean, I don't know. It's probably more. The Gardaí is probably a very chill police job, though. I think that's what people try to get into that, right?
I wouldn't say it's chill. It reminds me of school. It reminds me of
but
like,
compared to being an officer in like America,
it's chill.
yeah.
It is chill. It's a
Or
lot
even
more
in-
paperwork.
Even
over
in
here.
England, you're dealing with like loads of protests all the time and stuff, you know.
Yeah.
I'd say here
And
there's probably really bad shit they see and go through, but I'd say the quantity is less. Thank you so much. The quantity of it is less. Look at the water delivery.
I know you're delighted with life, aren't you?
Yeah.
I'd say hold out until you get your answer from the Gardaí, because you've applied for a reason. You know, it's not like you didn't want to become a Garda.
Yeah.
So wait it out. But if they screw you over, then go full villain with the rest of your family.
Go
I would
full
say
send.
join the mob. Yeah, full send it.
Full send it.
Oh God! Imagine like his whole family is like human trafficking people in and
It
out
could
of
be, it
Ireland.
could be a woman
be
as
the-
well.
Could be a woman as well.
Who
yeah.
knows? I don't know. It's just.
But they would have said ban Garda. You know?
That's a good point. That's a good
On a
point.
technicality there. Do you know the difference?
Yeah. The one is the Ben and the one is the not Ben.
Yeah, that's a tough one. I don't know.
I agree with you. Stick it out. See if you
Stick it
can
out
get in.
and then be a
Give it-
police officer somewhere else if it doesn't.
Yeah,
work
give
out.
it like 2 years, and if it doesn't work, try and become a police officer somewhere else. Go to like, I don't know, Holland or something. Where can you become a police officer?
I don't know. I know
similar.
the Irish passport's pretty good, so
Yeah.
like you can get. Well, no, it's not the best, but it's pretty good. You can go places, get citizenship, and then become a police officer
Yeah.
somewhere else.
Yeah, become a
But
police
could
officer.
you imagine like Irish people being police officers over? You know,
in
like imagine an American. You know,
Oh, I thought-
American guy gets pulled over. You know,
Yeah.
What seems to be the problem, officer? Geez, you're speeding down that road. No. What did you say? I said you're speeding down that road.
We'll leave you off this time.
Like Brendan Gleeson from the guard. You goddamn yank.
Don't let me catch you again.
I know, yeah. Whips out the gun. Could you imagine?
Look at this thing, like.
Can you believe they give me one of these?
Do you want to shoot it?
All right. Well, we do one more to finish it off.
Yeah, let's do
one
one
more to finish it off. I work with a German comedy booker. I've developed strong sexual feelings
Will
for
you stop
what
doing
should I
this,
do?
please?
This person works with you.
Does it actually say works? Okay, so
Yeah.
this is a troll then.
This is some
Oh,
troll.
I think. Yeah.
Do you know who it is?
Aaron Chandler.
Do you think it's Aaron
Aaron
Chandler?
Chandler. God, this is Aaron Chandler written all over it.
Fuck you, Aaron.
You got me good. I feel like I need to shower.
All right, final one. Crashed herself. Nah, we can't leave it on that. Go on, give us one more. Give us one
All
more
right.
to go. I don't know how long we've been at this, though. Have we been a while?
I once did bad in front of a German comedy sensation. No. This is all the same fucking shit, dude. Wait, sorry, I am.
We'll block Chandler from the
Huh?
from using the site.
We'll block him. Can you block? Can you like ban certain people?
Yeah.
Yeah, I fucked this up. So entertain the people, Chris. Entertain
Why? What
the
do you? Oh,
peop-
you're entering the
and
password.
entertain the people, Chris.
Ba ba da da ba 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 da da ba ba da 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 ba da da boo boo doo doo doo. What did you fuck up?
My friend's boyfriend
I
fancies
fucked up my friend's boyfriend.
my friend's boyfriend fancies her for her Minecraft skin.
My friend's boyfriend.
fancies her for her Minecraft skin.
Really? A dude's into a girl because
Of the Minecraft skin.
what's a Minecraft skin? I didn't know you could get skins in
You
Minecraft.
can like change the appearance of your character. And you can like make them in Microsoft Paint so you can heavily customize them.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
So this
He
girl's
looked-
making Minecraft.
He looked at the blocky boobies on the Minecraft character and he was like, yo, bro, fucking hard, dude.
Them square knockers, all right.
Look at her fucking body on her, boy.
I chicken jockey those fucking. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know much about Minecraft. I played it when I was a young fella for like 20 minutes, and that's what I know about Minecraft.
Fair. It is good fun. I think we've gotten through them, man.
Yeah.
I really think we've gotten through them.
All right, well, let's leave on a note. Please submit more submissions to us. And one of the submissions we'd like to see, will we do the neighbors one? Yeah.
Neighbors.
Yeah. Tell us some juicy gossip about your neighbors. We're
Oh,
going to have a new
yeah, do it.
section where we'll put a new section about neighbor stuff. Tell us all the weird, wacky stories of your neighbors. If they've been fighting people, I want to hear everything. Crowbars,
Yeah.
injections, anything that's been going on with your neighbors. And next episode, we'll talk loads about neighbors. Because that's when good neighbors become psychopaths.
Beautiful. Yeah. Put neighbor stuff in. You know what else? Thank you to everybody who listened to this and submitted. And thank you to the person who submitted about their fictional male crushes. Because that was the first ever one we got.
That was the
I
first
was very
ever one
happy
we got.
read that
Yeah.
out. And fuck you, Aaron Chandler, if that was you.
And I hope you all feel good. Thanks a million,
Feel
guys.
good. Goodbye.
Bye.